Well, I know that when I first learned about internet marketing and this whole internet business thing, something switched on in me that had never been on before. And all I could do, I would wake up in the middle of the night with ideas. I was having ideas all day. It was just like a floodgate opened. And I think I can't say I wasted because I learned a lot, but, I tried a lot of different things and did, just let my mind and effort and time go on all these different projects rather than focusing. And it was actually a guy in my mastermind group. She's maybe 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like this. He runs a site called WeBuyHouses.com. I was telling him about all these ideas and, telling my little group, there's maybe 6 guys there. I was saying, God, I'm not sure what to go on next. And he knew about Internet Business Mastery and a couple of other things that were actually getting traction and this kind of thing. And he said, and I said to him, I was like, well, how do you pick ideas? And he said almost exactly what you said. I write them down and then I let them go. But he goes, I write them down, but then I do not let them take any more time in my mind. And I don't play with them anymore. He goes, the reason we buy houses and IBuyHouses.com, he owns a couple of them like that. He says the reason those things are making 7 figures a month is because I put my entire focus in it. So, so at that time, that is actually about the time that Jay and I were like, hey, I think let's do this Internet Business Mastery thing and make this our thing and see if we can get this to work. And slowly but surely over the next maybe year or so after that, we started closing down our other businesses so that we could focus on this.
Right.
And I am so appreciative that we made that decision because that changed everything for Internet Business Mastery. And I actually look at it now like the couple of years that we operated without doing anything to do with income, bringing money in from it, feels like we wasted money and effort and all sorts of stuff because, there it was just out there churning and working well and bringing in all these people and, we didn't even have something to sell them at the time. Meanwhile, I was putting tons of time and effort into other things that have now since, not worked or I turned them off or they just weren't making enough money to make it worth the effort. So I would definitely focus. And what I do now is I absolutely, if an idea comes to mind, I'm now to the point after, over 5 years of doing this where I can analyze it really super quickly and go, is that fit with my definite major purpose and all these other things, right? And I can go, nope, not going to work for me. And we get offers all the time for different things, and we're able to make a quick decision because of that definite major purpose. We also know our unique ability and Strength Finder and all that other stuff, so I can make that process quick. But if I could go back and do it over again, I still use Jot.com, and I still pay the monthly fee for it and everything. There's probably other ones that are even cheaper or free now, but I still use Jot.com. And the second I think of it, I push the button on my iPhone, I record it, and then I put it in a file and leave it alone and let it go. And then I get back to work on Internet Business Mastery.
Right.
So that's my thought on it. And I understand, man, we're constantly having ideas, especially in the beginning when you're like, your mind opens to this new world of internet business and giving of yourself to people and stuff. I totally get it. Now it's just time to, pick that one and focus.
That an interesting thought came to mind as you were sharing that stuff, and that is, you're talking about the fact that you've gotten better now at analyzing ideas because the more you go along in this process, the more ideas are going to come to you, the more opportunities are going to show up, whether they're in a different topic or in the same topic you're already in. The more product ideas will come, and it's necessary that you get better at filtering ideas quickly and then identifying the best ones and taking action on them quickly. And you're not going to hone that ability to analyze things unless you allow yourself to see one through. First of all, the way that we've learned to get better at evaluating ideas and opportunities quickly as they come to us so we can manage that phenomenon that just happens to entrepreneurs is that we, focused and saw. The more we focus and see one particular idea through, the better we learn about ourselves and about the process and just get quicker and more honed when it comes to analyzing and filtering those things. Okay, the next question comes from Glenn, who is asking, what do you know about Kajabi? Is this software all it is hyped up to be? Is it worth trying? Has anyone had good luck with it? Well, there's, and that's being asked right now because just today, as we record this, Kajabi opened up for the first time. It's kind of been anticipated for a while because there's been a few really big launches in the internet marketing space that have used it. For those of you who are not familiar, Kajabi, in my limited understanding, is a platform for running a launch, for releasing kind of launch content and opening up a product over a couple week period. It's also for delivering like a coaching course over time, a membership site. So it's just supposed to make all that stuff really easy. There's a good reason why we are not promoting it right now, and it has nothing to do with whether or not it's a good product, because we just don't know yet. We haven't used it yet. You know, there's a lot of people we know who have had it, because it was open to a very few select people earlier this year, and a lot of those people are promoting it now because they say they had great experience with it. So people I trust have said that it has really made their launches run more smoothly and things like that. But we haven't had the opportunity to dive in and use it at all ourselves. I'm very intrigued by the idea of it. It seems to have a lot of features. I mean, when we launched the Academy over 2 years ago, the very first original Academy over 2 years ago, there was a lot of features that we wanted in that website, and it's been a long time. At the time, the technology couldn't support what we thought a membership site should be. And even over 2 years later, we're just starting to find the technology to put together that kind of a thing. And that's one of the reasons we've shifted into the new platform for Academy 2.0. It does seem like Kajabi is trying to offer some of those things that we and other internet marketers have been wanting for some time, in that kind of a content delivery management, membership site launch managing type platform.